What if a contentious film had an impact on the lives of those involved? Benevolent facts might be concealed beneath the dazzling lights and vivid red carpets, where defending one's religion could have terrible repercussions and turn it into a burden. Mel Gibson encountered rejection and contempt, in addition to expert advice to give up his attempts to portray Jesus Christ's crucifixion. The Passion of the Christ shattered box office records and tested a stable business plan. Studios rejected his theories, arguing that a biblical film would not be successful. Gibson remained determined. He personally invested millions of dollars in making it succeed. Because it impacted a large number of viewers and made over $600 million, the film consequently became a global sensation. However, faith came at a high cost, particularly for Jim Caviezel's portrayal of Jesus. Gibson warned Caviezel, "Should you accept this role, you might find it difficult to secure work in Hollywood thereafter." Caviezel agreed, realizing the dangers, and so it came to pass. Although his path would change, his performance and mental journey were exceptional. What was happening in the background? Why were they taking such a huge chance? How could they endure hardship, rejection, and heated disagreements because of their unwavering faith? This is more than just a movie. It's a story of power, courage, and selflessness. Join us as we explore the profound lessons of the Passion of Christ. The fact that entertainment has always been intriguing and distinctive will forever change your viewpoint on the religion and cinema industries. Hollywood gives us dreams of cinematic life. However, the dazzling lights and glitter of the red carpet might conceal a more nuanced reality. One of the hardest areas for Christians to express their opinions is Hollywood. In many roles, it goes beyond general appeal and basic performance standards. Even in a society that occasionally contradicts your values, you must be honest with yourself. Hollywood actor Mel Gibson had a conversation with famous speaker Joe Rogan, who is a perceptive and straightforward thinker. Mel Gibson discussed the unsaid struggles of Christians in the film industry, whose beliefs inspire perseverance and dialogue. They discussed what it really means to live according to Christ in a culture that is occasionally seen as having a Christian impact. Gibson explained the practical implications of his opinions. Blacklisting, losing one's employment, and public humiliation are possible next steps. The entertainment industry exposes its workers to a variety of risks. In addition to their reputation, moral character, and mental health, their employment is in jeopardy. Hollywood is a creative environment where first impressions are important. Your differing religious beliefs may make you a target. This story transcends Gibson's personal experience. This is a common experience for genuine artists. The desire to blend in, make concessions, or remain silent about one's opinions can hold significant weight. Rejecting someone quickly and violently could result from departing from the Hollywood model, where approval and image are paramount. Many Christians view the workplace as a challenging environment in which to test their faith. What circumstances is this occurring under? Why would it be difficult for Hollywood, which values individuality and variety, to accept people of faith? The industry's core culture bears the entire burden. Hollywood appears to be progressive and inclusive. Inclusion may seem conditional to Christians. Resistance to beliefs or actions that go against conventional wisdom frequently surrounds a culture that values complexity and adaptability. Rigidity may appear unchangeable. Here we have the classic conflict. Jesus cautioned his followers about impending adversity. In John 15:18-19, Jesus advises, "If the world hates you, remember that it hated me first. I chose you from the world, even if you are a member of it, even though you do not belong. That is why the world hates you. These profound words serve as a solemn reminder of the cost associated with true discipleship. Christians in Hollywood profoundly experience this burden. Nevertheless, despite facing adversity, numerous faithful individuals remain steadfast in their convictions. They perceive their endeavors in Hollywood not merely as a profession, but as a divine vocation. They recognize that their platform, regardless of its size, serves as a beacon of hope in a realm that frequently appears spiritually dim. They embrace verses such as Matthew 5:14-16, which urge believers to be the light of the world and to allow their light to shine before others. For these believers, Hollywood transcends mere storytelling. It serves as a sacred mission field. Consider, for instance, those in the acting and filmmaking professions who have opted to leverage their influence in the creation of projects centered around faith. These individuals had the option to pursue simpler routes, to remain silent about their convictions in order to safeguard their professional journeys. Rather, they have welcomed the challenges, understanding that their efforts may motivate others or ignite significant discussions regarding the divine. These individuals recognize that their convictions may lead to the loss of roles or opportunities, yet they hold firm in the belief that what they stand for transcends any offerings from Hollywood. Their stories demonstrate the importance of showing faith in difficult situations. In Hollywood, one may feel insignificant or outmatched, and the pressure to conform can be overwhelming. As Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." What does this mean for the rest of us? Though Hollywood may seem far away, these believers' struggles mirror those we face in our daily lives. Embodying our beliefs often requires us to stand alone and distinguish ourselves in the workplace, schools, and communities. The question goes beyond Hollywood to each of us. How far are we willing to go to uphold our beliefs? What are we willing to give up in order to follow Christ? Christians in Hollywood remind us that faith is a way of life, embraced wholeheartedly, regardless of the challenges. Steadfast determination and unyielding challenges marked Mel Gibson's journey to bring the Passion of the Christ to life. The film, now considered one of the most profound depictions of Jesus' crucifixion ever created, began as a deeply personal endeavor, inspired by Gibson's faith and his commitment to narrate Christ's story with raw, unyielding sincerity. For Gibson, this transcended cinema. Hollywood studios, known for their focus on marketability and broad appeal, were uninterested in this vision. Executives expressed hesitation about a film that would focus solely on the crucifixion of Christ, using ancient languages and depicting events with stark realism. They considered it too controversial, niche, and, most importantly, too controversial. After several rejections, many would have given up, but Gibson chose to finance the Passion of the Christ with his own $30 million. This was a personal and professional gamble. Gibson's choice was based on faith, not pride or obstinacy. He believed that the world should witness Jesus' sacrifice, pure and unblemished. He wanted to convey the profound significance of Christ's suffering, illuminate God's love, and challenge the audience with the truth of the cross. Beyond raising funds, Gibson faced significant scrutiny and resistance throughout the production process. Critics questioned his intentions. Media outlets predicted controversy and division. Religious leaders discussed the depiction of events. Despite the pressure, Gibson remained steadfast. The Passion of the Christ was ultimately released in 2004, and its impact was truly groundbreaking. In the face of skepticism and resistance, the film emerged as a worldwide sensation, amassing over $600 million in box office revenue. Significantly, it deeply resonated with countless individuals, igniting discussions surrounding faith, sacrifice, and redemption in a manner rarely seen in cinema. Yet, this achievement was not without its wounds. Gibson made both personal and professional sacrifices when he decided to take on this project independently. He emerged as a figure of profound division, revered by some while condemned by others. For Gibson, the focus was never on the applause or the criticism. He adhered to a vision he believed to be divinely inspired. The Passion of the Christ transcends the boundaries of mere cinema. It stands as a profound illustration of the strength found in faith and the unwavering spirit of perseverance amidst daunting challenges. Gibson's struggles serve as a poignant reminder that heeding the divine calling frequently entails facing challenges, making sacrifices, and experiencing moments of solitude. However, they also demonstrate that by maintaining our unwavering faith, the Almighty has the power to transform our efforts into achievements that surpass our most ambitious expectations. Gibson always saw this as more than just a story on a screen. It was the narrative of redemption, a narrative deserving of every effort, regardless of the sacrifice required. Ultimately, his struggles served as a profound reminder of the importance of placing trust in the divine plan, even amidst the world's declarations of impossibility. When Jim Caviezel was chosen to portray Jesus in The Passion of the Christ, it transcended a mere career milestone. It became a transformative choice that reshaped his life. Mel Gibson, the director of the film, recognized something remarkable in Caviezel, something that transcended mere acting talent. It was not merely his skill or his looks. There existed a profound spiritual essence, a deep presence that appeared to harmonize with the essence of Christ. Gibson understood that this role demanded more than mere talent. It called for an individual ready to bear the profound emotional, physical, and spiritual responsibilities of embodying Jesus. Gibson warned Caviezel in a confidential meeting, "Should you accept this role, it could potentially jeopardize your career." He added that portraying Jesus in such a stark, uncompromising manner would likely provoke significant backlash. Hollywood, which has been reluctant to fully embrace explicit Christian themes, may not readily welcome Caviezel. For numerous performers, this caution could have been sufficient to turn back. Fear of losing future opportunities and being left out or misunderstood would have made taking on such a difficult role less appealing. For Caviezel, this was a remarkable opportunity. He regarded it not merely as another role or a significant point in his career. He perceived it as a divine calling, a significant spiritual mission that the Lord had set before him. Caviezel was aware of the dangers ahead, yet his unwavering faith urged him to proceed. In a previous interview, he stated, "I sensed that this was a destiny for me. I did not wish to reflect on my life and declare that I was too fearful to pursue the path God was guiding me toward." He accepted the challenge with a spirit of humility and bravery, fully cognizant of the sacrifices it might entail. For Caviezel, the matter at hand transcended his career. It centered on obedience and trust. The endeavor of embodying Jesus proved to be quite challenging. Caviezel experienced physical pain and suffering that reflected, in a modest manner, the torment of the crucifixion. Inadvertently striking him during the scourging scene left him with lasting scars on his back. He suffered a dislocation of his shoulder while bearing the weight of the heavy cross. He endured the harshness of hypothermia during the crucifixion scenes, where he was suspended for hours, vulnerable to the elements. And yet, throughout all of it, Caviezel discovered strength in prayer and in the conviction that he was fulfilling a greater purpose. The cautions that Gibson imparted to Caviezel indeed materialized in numerous respects. Following the release of The Passion of the Christ, Caviezel encountered a degree of scrutiny and professional obstacles that would challenge the resolve of any individual. He acknowledged that opportunities became increasingly scarce and that he experienced the sharp pain of rejection from Hollywood. Yet, in the face of this, he has steadfastly upheld his faith and his belief that embracing the role of Jesus was indeed the right choice. Caviezel often reflects on how portraying Jesus deepened his relationship with the divine. It was more than just memorizing lines or performing scenes. It was embodying the ultimate sacrifice and the profound depth of love. It brought him closer to Christ and the gospel. His story demonstrates that genuine obedience often carries a cost, yet it also yields blessings that greatly surpass the sacrifices. Caviezel's commitment to play this role, despite the challenges, has moved countless people worldwide, allowing them to confront the profound truth of Christ's suffering and love. Jim Caviezel's story is about the position he accepted in life, faith, bravery, and steadfast dedication to the divine purpose. It's a poignant reminder that walking in faith sometimes requires us to embrace uncertainty, bear our own burdens, and have confidence that our sacrifices in His name will always be meaningful. The creation of The Passion of the Christ stands apart from all other film endeavors in the annals of cinema. From the very beginning, an atmosphere of profound intensity and solemnity enveloped the set. The individuals engaged in the creation of the film frequently articulated that it transcended mere employment. It was a profoundly spiritual journey, replete with instances that were both surreal and, at times, deeply moving. The atmosphere during the crucifixion scenes was one of the most striking aspects of the production. Capturing these scenes demanded remarkable resilience, encompassing not only physical strength, but also emotional and spiritual fortitude. For Jim Caviezel, the actor portraying Jesus, these moments were truly unparalleled in his life. The physical toll was indeed remarkable. He endured the harshness of the elements for hours, buffeted by biting winds and relentless rain. His body bore the marks of suffering, bruised and battered, and at one moment, the weight of the cross he bore fell upon him, causing his shoulder to dislocate. Yet, beneath the surface of the physical challenges, a profound transformation was unfolding. Caviezel shared remarkable, nearly transcendent experiences encountered during the crucifixion scenes. At one moment, he articulated experiencing a deep tranquility enveloping him, a serenity that appeared to distance him from the tumult of the set. He described the experience as if time had stopped, and in that profound stillness, he felt an overwhelming spiritual connection that he could only describe as the divine's presence. This feeling of connection extended beyond Caviezel alone. Those present on the set, including both cast and crew, expressed feelings of reverence, as if they were partaking in an experience transcending the mere act of filmmaking. One tale frequently recounted is how the heavens would abruptly transform during pivotal moments. Dark clouds gathered, and lightning flashed in the distance, giving the impression that nature itself was echoing the unfolding events. Lightning struck Caviezel on the cross in a moment that sent shivers down the spine. Remarkably, he emerged from the strike unscathed, yet the event left a lasting impression on all who witnessed it. For many, it served as a profound reminder of the sanctity inherent in the narrative they were sharing, One of the most intense moments for Caviezel occurred during the crucifixion sequence, when he later recounted having what he described as a near-death experience. The combination of exhaustion, dehydration, and the extreme physical strain exerted on his body led him to the brink. In that moment, Caviezel experienced a profound stillness. As his heart slowed, his breath became shallow, and an unusual sense of tranquility enveloped him. He later expressed that he felt as if he was on the brink of death, and in that profound moment, he sensed a nearness to God, unlike anything he had ever experienced before. It was a profound moment of surrender, a moment in which he grasped, on a deeply personal level, the boundless love and sacrifice of Christ. This transformative experience left Caviezel irrevocably altered. He spoke of it as a profound spiritual awakening, a moment when the boundaries between performance and reality dissolved entirely. For him, it transcended merely depicting Jesus on the cross. It was an immersion in the profound significance of that sacrifice. In that moment, he transcended mere performance. He was engaging in a profound act of reverence, dedicating his entire being to celebrate the narrative of the gospel. The production was replete with instances such as these, instances that resonated with an ineffable sense of sanctity. Many of the individuals involved in the film felt they were serving as vessels for a purpose that transcended their own existence. Mel Gibson frequently expressed that the obstacles and unusual events encountered during filming only reinforced his conviction that this endeavor was divinely inspired. Each challenge, each inexplicable moment, served as a poignant reminder that they were woven into a narrative far grander than any of them could truly grasp. The remarkable aspect of these surreal experiences is their profound impact on the film and its participants. The Passion of the Christ transcended mere cinematic experience. It became a profound journey of faith for all involved in its creation. Jim Caviezel's near-death experience and the unusual events during production served as a profound testament to the richness of the narrative. It was not merely a matter of depicting the crucifixion. It involved grasping, even if just slightly, the profound love and sacrifice of Christ. Ultimately, the creation of the Passion of the Christ transformed into a profound spiritual journey for all participants. The film served as a poignant reminder of the profound significance of the narrative and the immense sacrifice inherent in the love it embodied. For Jim Caviezel, Mel Gibson, and the entire team, the film transcended mere artistic achievement. It represented a sacred calling, imbued with moments that directed them toward the essence of the divine. The Passion of the Christ was a cinematic endeavor that faced reluctance from many in Hollywood. Overlooked by studios, deemed too provocative, and scrutinized prior to its debut, it appeared fated for failure. However, when the film graced the theaters in 2004, the reaction was truly remarkable. What commenced as a challenging endeavor evolved into one of the most extraordinary triumphs in film history, a worldwide sensation that impacted countless lives and created a lasting legacy in the world. The Passion of the Christ grossed over $600 million worldwide, despite its low budget and unique approach. Audiences filled the theaters, with many leaving in tears due to the film's poignant and honest depiction of Jesus' final moments. It became a cultural phenomenon, sparking discussions on faith, forgiveness, and redemption. The film's impact went beyond financial success. It touched viewers' hearts and encouraged them to question their own beliefs. For many, the vivid depiction of Christ's suffering illuminated the gospel narrative in a way they had never seen before. It transcended text or an abstract story and became something deeply personal. Critics and religious leaders debated the film's unflinching portrayal and intense violence, with some praising its genuine representation and bold creativity, and others criticizing it for its extreme violence or claiming it incited division. The controversy garnered global attention as critics questioned Mel Gibson's intentions and labeled the film divisive. Even with a performance that enchanted countless viewers, Jim Caviezel felt a growing sense of solitude in Hollywood. Mel Gibson's cautionary words before he accepted the role came true. His career faced challenges as casting opportunities diminished. Caviezel later acknowledged that portraying Jesus had significant repercussions for him. During the controversy, Mel Gibson also faced intense scrutiny. The Passion of the Christ won over millions of viewers, but the media amplified his personal struggles and public missteps, making him a divisive figure in Hollywood. Many questioned his choices, approaches, and motives, which cast a long-lasting shadow over his career. The Passion of the Christ is a powerful example of authentic narrative. It went into realms unspoiled by sermons or lectures, using film to convey the gospel's profound message. It transcended boundaries, achieving box office success and inspiring and enlightening audiences. The Passion of the Christ stands as a testament to the strength of faith, the deep sacrifice, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, marked Jim Caviezel's experience in The Passion of the Christ. From the intense challenges of embodying Jesus on screen to the criticism that followed, Caviezel's journey was truly transformative. Through every challenge, he discovered strength in his faith, drawing nearer to Christ and contemplating the cost of discipleship in a manner that few ever encounter. The physical toll was significant. Caviezel faced trials that tested the very limits of his physical endurance. A whip accidentally struck him while filming the scourging scene, leaving him with scars that would forever remind him of his performance. He suffered a dislocated shoulder while bearing the weight of the heavy wooden cross, an injury that brought forth intense pain, yet had to be endured to fulfill the scene's demands. The exposure to the cold during the crucifixion sequence resulted in his suffering from hypothermia. His body trembled uncontrollably as he remained suspended on the cross for hours on end. Furthermore, lightning struck him during filming, a rare occurrence that seemed to underscore the profound intensity and spiritual significance of the endeavor. The role required a profound emotional openness, leaving Caviezel feeling both raw and exposed. To embody Jesus was to immerse oneself in the profound depths of his suffering, love, and sacrifice. Caviezel recounted instances on set when the gravity of his portrayal became almost too much to bear. Tears streamed down as he contemplated the profound truth of Christ's crucifixion, not merely as a moment in history, but as the supreme demonstration of love for all mankind. For Caviezel, this was not merely a role to portray. It represented an opportunity to pay tribute to the Savior he had committed his life to following. The experience was both transformative and testing on a spiritual level. Caviezel discovered a profound sense of surrender, understanding that to authentically embody Christ, he must depend on divine strength. He devoted numerous hours to prayer, earnestly seeking guidance and imploring for the strength to persevere through the trials. Portraying Jesus was not an endeavor achievable by mere personal strength, he later reflected. Every step of the way, you needed God. This dependence on the divine enriched his connection with Christ, yet it also brought forth challenges that would test his faith and determination. The challenges persisted even after the filming concluded. As Mel Gibson had cautioned, Caviezel's choice to embrace such a divisive role carried with it a significant professional cost. Following the release of The Passion of the Christ, he experienced a growing sense of isolation within the Hollywood community. Opportunities for casting became scarce, and he encountered rejection from an industry that frequently shies away from projects that candidly delve into matters of faith. Yet Caviezel has consistently maintained his stance without any indication of remorse. For him, the sacrifices held enormous significance. He regarded the role as a divine calling rather than a mere career opportunity, a unique chance to serve God in a manner that would touch the lives of millions. Throughout his journey, Caviezel contemplated profoundly the sacrifices demanded in the pursuit of following Christ. He has candidly discussed how the film compelled him to grapple with the profound question of what it genuinely means to be a disciple. Walking in the footsteps of Christ is a challenging journey, he once remarked. It demands a commitment. It necessitates enduring hardship. Yet, it is also the place where one discovers profound peace, boundless love, and a true sense of purpose. Caviezel frequently references Luke 9:23, in which Jesus instructs his followers, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me." This verse has served as a foundational principle for Caviezel, not only throughout the film's production, but in the entirety of his life. Caviezel's journey shows that obedience to the divine often comes with a price, but the blessings far outweigh the sacrifices. The physical suffering he endured while filming gave him a deep understanding of Christ's love. The challenges he faced helped him grow in humility and reliance on God. At the core of Caviezel's narrative lies a deep comprehension of love, the very essence of the love that Christ exemplified on the cross. It is a love characterized by sacrifice, resilience, and unwavering commitment. Caviezel frequently expresses that his purpose in life transcends the pursuit of Hollywood approval or material success. Rather, it is to glorify God and embody his love for others. Ultimately, it is not about fame or wealth, he stated. Fulfilling the divine calling upon you, regardless of the required sacrifices, is essential. Jim Caviezel's journey in The Passion of the Christ serves as a profound testament to the strength of faith, the importance of obedience, and the elegance of resilience. It serves as a reminder that the journey of following Christ is not about evading pain or difficulty. Rather, it is about having faith that, amidst our trials, God is molding us into the individuals He intended us to become. His narrative invites each of us to reflect. What sacrifices are we prepared to embrace in our journey of faith in Christ? In what ways can our adherence to His teachings encourage others to recognize the divine love present in their own lives? Caviezel's life inspires millions with his unwavering faith and perseverance, reminding them that true greatness comes from a life dedicated to God, not worldly possessions. The Passion of the Christ transcended cinema and became a global phenomenon. The film's impact was profound, reaching beyond the theater and into homes, churches, and even secular spaces, sparking discussions on faith, forgiveness, and redemption. For many, it was a profound awakening. The stark and unembellished portrayal of Christ's suffering forced viewers to face the truth of what Jesus experienced. The message of the Passion of the Christ resonates with clarity and conviction. Christ bore the ultimate sacrifice driven by profound love for humanity. The message resonated deeply with both believers and non-believers, bringing diverse cultures and faiths together in unexpected ways. It served as a poignant reminder of a truth that may sometimes seem remote or theoretical. The profound reality of the cross and the hope of salvation that emanates from it. Yet, the film's legacy extends beyond its message. It resides in the steadfast dedication of those who brought it to life. Both Mel Gibson and Jim Caviezel dedicated their utmost efforts to the project, exemplifying resilience, courage, and unwavering faith. Gibson made significant personal and professional sacrifices to realize his vision for the film. He encountered rejection from studios, unyielding media scrutiny, and profound criticism. Yet he steadfastly declined to yield. He remained steadfast in his vocation, personally funding the endeavor and embracing the significant risk of adapting such a divisive narrative for the screen. Jim Caviezel's journey was profoundly impactful. His physical suffering during production and the challenges he encountered afterward would have led many to ponder whether it was all worthwhile. For Caviezel, the film transcended the pursuit of fame or fortune. It centered on the importance of following God's will and a heartfelt aspiration to utilize one's gifts in honor of Christ. His readiness to face suffering and rejection serves as a powerful affirmation of his faith and his comprehension of the true essence of following Jesus. In unison, Gibson and Caviezel revealed the profound impact of belief. They showed the world what it means to give your life to a cause greater than your own desires, to make the sacrifices that come with being a true disciple, and to have faith that divine providence is stronger than any problem on earth. Their endeavor with the Passion of the Christ transcended mere filmmaking. It aimed to craft a profound work of art that would provoke thought, inspire hearts, and draw individuals nearer to the divine. The enduring impact of the Passion of the Christ resonates throughout the globe. Congregations continue to utilize the film as a means to convey the message of the gospel. Families gather during Holy Week to contemplate the profound sacrifice of Christ, and individuals who had previously overlooked the significance of the cross have found their faith awakened through its profound truth. The film serves as a conduit for evangelism, connecting with individuals who may never enter a church, yet find themselves touched by the narrative of Jesus as it is portrayed on screen. The legacy invites believers to reflect on their faith. What is the significance of taking up your cross each day? How can we embody Christ's love in a world that often rejects Him? What sacrifices are we willing to make? The Passion of the Christ is a powerful reminder of resilience and the importance of staying true to God's calling. Gibson and Caviezel overcame many obstacles, believing their work would have a greater impact than they knew. The Passion of the Christ illuminated that profound truth for countless people, serving as a poignant reminder of Jesus' hope and redemption. Its legacy outlasts box office figures and cinematic accolades. Over time, the film's narrative, the creator's sacrifices, and the lives it has impacted continue to inspire. It serves as a poignant reminder that when we venture forth in faith, trusting in the divine plan, despite the challenges we encounter, the Almighty can transform our endeavors into outcomes beyond our wildest dreams. Through the unwavering spirit of its creators and the profound impact of its message, the Passion of the Christ stands as a guiding light, illuminating the truth of the cross and the promise of eternal life in Christ. Upon contemplation of the narrative surrounding Mel Gibson, Jim Caviezel, and the Passion of the Christ, one discerns a depth that transcends the mere obstacles encountered in the relentless realm of Hollywood. We observe the profound strength of belief and bravery in the pursuit of righteousness. Beyond the glitz and charm of the entertainment world exists a quiet struggle, a realm where individual principles are frequently challenged and only those resolute in their beliefs remain unscathed. Gibson and Caviezel sacrificed their reputations, careers, and personal well-being to deliver a powerful message of love and redemption. They remind us that the righteous path is rarely the easiest, but it always holds the most importance. This story asks us all, what will we sacrifice to be authentic?
Do you love meaningful Bible stories? Top 7 Bible Stories channel will bring you inspiration and peace every day. Don't forget to like and share your thoughts in the comments section. Your sharing is the motivation for us to bring more stories. Top 7 Bible Stories. Good stories, beautiful meanings.